Hey y'all, welcome to tying Rudolph into the Bible. In Rudolph has a very bright nose and it glows. So Santa needed him to help him guide through the fog and the snow. And without Rudolph, Santa's sleigh probably would have crashed. And we need Jesus to be our light and to guide us on the path of righteousness. So here are some verses that talk about Jesus being our light. In the very beginning of the Bible, in Genesis, it talks about light being good and how light came into the world. So here's the verse. Genesis 1:3-4 says, "And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness." In Ephesians 5:8 it says, "For at one time you were darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light." In 2 Corinthians 4:1-6 it says, "Therefore, having this ministry by the mercy of God, we do not lose heart, but we have renounced disgraceful, underhanded ways. We refuse to practice cunning or to tamper with God's word. But by the open statement of the truth, we would condemn ourselves to everyone's conscience in the sight of God. And even if our gospel is veiled, it is veiled to those who are perishing. In their case, the God of this world has blinded the minds of unbelievers to keep them from seeing the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. For what we proclaim is not ourselves, but Jesus Christ is Lord, with ourselves as your servants for Jesus Christ's sake. For God, who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,' has shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ." Isaiah 9:2 says, "The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwelt in a land of deep darkness, on them light has shone." And then another verse says, kind of like the verse I just read, in Matthew 4:16 it says, "The people dwelling in darkness have seen a great light. And for those dwelling in the region of shadow of death, on them a light has dawned." John 3:19 says, "And this is the judgment. The light has come into the world, and people love the darkness rather than the light, because their works were evil." Matthew 5:13-16, and this is talking about salt and light. "You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how can its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do people light a lamp, put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven." And with those verses being said, Jesus is our light. Jesus, like Rudolph was Santa's light to guide him through the fog. And Jesus, like the fog can be addictions, our phone, or whatever distractions in this world. Jesus can pull us away from those and have us in the light instead of the darkness. The darkness is Satan. If you want me to continue tying movies into the Bible, comment one down below. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and give it a like. Hope you all have a great day or night. Merry Christmas. Peace, love, and mercy. Bye.